Hello everybody, my name is Paul von Blum. I'm a teacher, faculty member at UCLA in Los Angeles, California. I teach in the Department of Communication and I teach also in the Department of African American Studies. I am also a lawyer. I've been teaching at UCLA since 1980. Before then, I taught at the University of California at Berkeley. So I've been teaching for almost 54 years. But my students here at the Faculty of Law in Masaryk know that I have an enormous amount of energy. And I want to greet you and say it has been my privilege to be here for many years, and I look forward to returning as often as possible. I teach at the Faculty of Law here. I teach courses on racism in the law, and I just completed teaching a course on American racism all the way to the horrible murder of George Floyd. And so I think what makes this class so successful is that I am a veteran of the civil rights movement myself, and I'm able to bring some personal experiences as an activist in the civil rights movement, as a person who's been involved in Black Lives Matter demonstrations. So I try in my own classes here to bring in some personal experiences, and my sense is that the law students here enjoy my being able to bring in these personal experiences. I hope in the future to do more than just racism in the law. I've been thinking about bringing my humanities perspective into this because in addition to being a lawyer, I am also an art historian, and I'm just completing my class on American social and political content in the arts. So I've been teaching both in the Faculty of Law and in the Department of English and American Studies, which I've also done for many years. I have had the enormous pleasure and honor of visiting the Czech Republic for many years. I first came here as a very young person when it was still Czechoslovakia, and I happened to be here in 1968 during the first Prague Spring when the president or Prime Minister was Alexander Dubček, and I was horrified when I came back to America and I saw the Soviet Union invading. And I came back in 1969 and I was involved in the demonstrations in Prague against the Soviet invasion. I had the honor also of being interviewed on Hyde Park, and you can look at Hyde Park and see my earlier interview. I have a long tradition of being a personal activist, so I've been in this country for a long time. I have a lot of friends here, and even beyond my teaching, I have the great pleasure of spending a lot of time with my friends here, and after my classroom experiences, at the end of each day, I tell my students, now let's pivo time, and I always take advantage of that because I really love this country. I would like to give a message to future law students as they go through the very difficult process of being a law student. I think it's extremely important that they sit down to themselves and say, what do I want to do as a lawyer? Now, I've had the marvelous opportunity of being a professor, so I'm able to use my skills as a lawyer to help people who really need the help, which means I work on behalf of poor people. I work on behalf of minority groups, and because I get a salary as a professor, I'm able to work for free. Well, most people, of course, can't do that. But I really, really hope that people consider working in human rights. I really hope that people who have the legal training don't use that training just to make rich people richer. I really hope you use your legal training for people who really need the services of talented young women and men as much as possible. That's my biggest message, and I really hope you take it to heart. Thank you all very much.